Good morning, all.
Good morning.
All right, here we are, live in this room and on YouTube and on our website, and it's all good. I'm Reverend Debbie, and it is my honor and privilege to preside this morning. So, our statement for truth is, there is a power for good in the universe, and you can consciously use it. I say consciously because we're always using it. So when we get conscious about it, we generate more good. And our mission to support this truth is to teach, demonstrate, and inspire a positive spiritual approach to living. I welcome you all here. Now is a good time to check your cell phones because I'm about to introduce a really awesome set of musicians. Here we go. Victoria and Carl. Woo!
Good morning, everybody. How's everyone doing? Excellent. Great. It feels like a good day, doesn't it? Yeah, so here's a little tune called It's a Good Day. Yes, it's a good day for singing a song, and it's a good day for moving along. Yes, it's a good day. How could anything be wrong? A good day from morning till night. And it's a good day for shining your shoes. It's a good day for losing the blues. Everything to gain and nothing to lose. A good day from morning till night. I said to the sun, good morning, sun. Rise and shine today. You know you gotta get going if you're gonna make a showing, and you got the right of way, 'cause it's a good day for paying your bills, and it's a good day for curing your ills. So take a deep breath and throw away the pills, 'cause it's a good day from morning till night.
And it is a good day. So we're going to start off with a group reading. So you will find it in your program. You will also find it on the screen. So let's say this together as we know this truth. I am ready to deepen my conviction in the power and the presence for good. I am ready to apply it in my daily life. I am ready to receive God's highest blessings. I am ready to live from a higher level of beingness. I am ready to be a transformative light in the world. So it is. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to lead us in a centering prayer, and I'd like to switch it up just a little bit today because, you know, we're all about this idea that when you take your thoughts and your emotions and your feelings and your actions and you put them all together, that is how we become a transformative light. That is how we generate what it is we want more of, right? So, with everything that's going on everywhere, I would like to start us off with just 60 seconds of us just breathing in peace and exhaling peace, and let us just let our mind focus just on peace. All right? So 60 seconds, it's all about peace, and then we'll pray it. And as we embrace the peace, we also bring in love and joy, knowing that we are all connected because there is just one creator, one ultimate knower, one energy. And in this moment, I give thanks that it is through that oneness that we unite, that we respect ourselves and all others, that we give thanks for knowing the law of cause and effect and using it in our life, using it to a place where we truly are that transformative light of the world. We are not only receiving God's highest blessings, but we are sharing those blessings with those that we know and those that we do not. And it is from this point that I just say thank you. Thank you, and thank you. And so it is. Okay, so now we are going to have Rose come up, and we are going to light the flames of faith. This is our way of acknowledging the oneness of us all, knowing that there are many different names and paths, rituals to the one, but it's all one. So, we light the candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light the candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of the submission to the will of God as the highest calling. Thank you, Rose. And now I invite all of us just to check in and notice, be aware of that flame within, that flame that unites us, that flame that reminds us that there is metaphysical wholeness and oneness and healing. And we know the spiritual practices and principles to make that active. Thank you all. Okay. Let's see here. Where are we now? I think now I'm going to introduce a reader. Yes. I'm going to ask Sue to come up and read for us.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's nice to see this side of the room balancing now with that side. When we started, there were just a few people over here, so room's not going to tip over. The Path. The reading today is from this book by Jeff Foster, Falling in Love with Where You Are. I just got my hands on it this morning. It looks amazing. Reverend Sherry picked the reading for this morning. I'm excited to check that out. So, the path. There is no fixed path to enlightenment. Enlightenment is not a destination, a goal, the final resting place at the end of a long journey. That's the mind's version of enlightenment. Enlightenment is infinitely closer than anything you could imagine. This is very good news. It means that nobody is the authority on your path. No teacher, no guru, no religious leader. It means that nobody can tell you the right way for you. It means that you cannot go wrong, even if you think you've gone wrong. It means that nothing that happens can ever lead you off the path, for the path is whatever happens. Nothing can take you away from the miracle of life or bring you closer to it, for that matter, since the miracle is all around, already shining brightly as every thought, sensation, image, feeling, smell, and sound, and as the deeper miracle of the one who is aware of all this, intimate with all this, present to all this. Be the light of awareness that you naturally are, enlightening the moment, whatever its contents, doubt, fear, sadness, anger, intense confusion, maybe, just maybe, these are neither enemies nor blocks for enlightenment, but expressions of a deeper intelligence, the same incomprehensibly vast and awake intelligence that gives birth to stars and moves the ocean tides and sends each and every living thing off on its paradoxical journey toward its own being. Shine your light on all that arises. Come out of the story of time and space and progression towards a future goal and trust a sacred moment. Take any moment at all, for any moment is the access point. There are never any blocks, only portals. You are not some separate entity on a long journey towards a future completion. You are pure poetry.
Speaking about you, here's this little tune about coming into your own personal power. Listen as your day unfolds, challenge what the future holds. Try and keep your head up to the sky. Lovers, they may cause you tears. Go ahead, release your fears. Stand up and be counted, don't be ashamed to cry. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know, love will save the day. Hear about what your mother said, read the books your father read. Try to solve the puzzles in your own sweet time. Some may have more cash than you, others take a different view. My, oh my. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know, love will save the day. Time asks no questions, it goes on without you, leaving you behind if you can't stand the pace. The world keeps on spinning, can't stop it if you try to. The best part is danger staring you in the face. Remember, listen as your day unfolds. Challenge what the future holds. Try and keep your head up to the sky. Lovers, they may cause you tears. Go ahead, release your fears. My, oh my. Hey, hey, hey. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know, love will save the day. Yeah. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know, love will save the day.
That was lovely, thank you. All right, now's the time. Reverend Sherry's going to come on up and talk to us a little bit about a mask. Masks.
Okay, you gotta be, right? You gotta be, right? Doesn't that sound like masks? You gotta be. Okay, so let's take a breath together. I always like to breathe in the people that are online, bringing them into the center of the center. Just another breath together. I like this. I haven't been talking since I think it was March. I've taken a sabbatical for a little bit. Most of you know my family went through some stuff together, and I did a major operation, and so I decided now's the time to take a sabbatical. So I haven't been up and around. This is my first time out on pulpit for a while. So thank you for inviting me. And I was thinking, because I'm in Minnesota, and I know there's some farming here that gets done, and what kept moving through my mind was fallow ground, fallow ground, fallow ground. And farmers know, and you'll correct me, it's a time to let the field rest. It's a time to let the field rest. And so for me, I was in fallow ground. I let my field rest. And so coming out today, which is really perfect, because I wanted to talk about masks, spells, and questions. So because Halloween's coming up, I thought it was a perfect time to look at the masks. So we come out in Halloween. I see I have God's angel there dressed in red. I have someone reading tarot cards. I have other little ones dressed, and someone that's going to Hawaii. So we dress up. It gives a sense of play that we do when we wear masks. But what happens, I think Halloween's the 31st, right? So what happens November 1st when we take our masks off? We get to see what other masks we do have. There's a mask of relationship. There could be a mask of a job. There could be a mask of social interactions. The question is, how did we put these masks on? They seem invisible, but we know they're there when we're triggered or activated. I like to call it activation instead of triggered. And we get activated, and that's how we know, okay, I've got this little mask on. And so where did it start? Well, before our minds can make the world, we make the world we live in. So as we're being raised, we make the world we live in, and we make that world as safe to us as we can make it. And what I realized is that the world makes our mind, and that's what we call race consciousness. We see it everywhere, right? So we have various masks for various different societal expectations, and these are the constructs that somehow we've agreed with. And when we come into religious science, we say, I don't think so anymore. I don't think so. It's all within me. I can change it. And we do that. We say that a world that works for everyone. And we get to change those social agreements. We are the change agents in this world. Our thoughts and our thought systems have to change, and this is our full-time job. So if we don't allow ourselves to receive the truth about ourselves, we develop a condition of acceptance. So we get to change what's embedded in our mind. So I was looking at how I grew up. I was a Baptist first. I went to a Baptist church. It was hellfire and brimstone. So I was a little girl sitting there shaking. And then I went into being a Methodist, and then I went into Disciples of Christ. And each one I got baptized. And I felt like something's not working in here. Nothing's changed, you know. But I was thinking about the Baptist way because Southern Baptist, there were these two little boys that went to church on Sundays, but their parents dropped them off. They didn't go to church with them. Their parents dropped them off. And they would go into church, and it was okay. They were having, young kids in Sunday school. But one day they got dropped off, and they were really good friends. So one day they got dropped off, and they said, let's go to the back of the woods and let's go play. Nobody's going to miss us in church, right? No, kids aren't missed in church, So they went in the back, and they played until church was over. So when church was over, they came out, and they were expecting their parents to pick them up, right? Well, the preacher called their parents and said, your kids weren't in church today. And the mom said, well, we dropped them off. They were supposed to be at church. And he said, well, they didn't show up. And he said, oh, I see them outside. They must be waiting for you to pick them up. But let me call them in first. Let me call them in to my office first. I want to talk to them. So the one little boy sat in the foyer waiting while the other little boy was inside. And he sat in the chair, and the preacher said, where's God? And the little boy kind of looked around and was like, and the preacher said, where's God? And he started to shake. And the preacher said one more time, where's God? And he just got up from the chair and bolted out and told his friend, oh my God, it's true. They think we stole God. They think we stole God because we didn't show up. And he was trying to tell them, God's in church. God's in church. This is the sanctuary of God. So it's funny how anyone ever could tell us or know where God is for us, right? And this is the spell that we fall under. That the whole race consciousness falls under this spell of what we've actually been taught or encouraged about or even questioning. I love that. Is it actually true for me? So let's break some spells today. I'm going to do a little shifting of stuff. We're going to do a little passing out toward the end. I'm going to do a little trick or treat and shift the thing about prayer. So hang with me. I was at Anton a few weeks ago, Association for New Thought Alliance, and there were a lot of ministers, practitioners, and lay people there. And Dr. James Mellon was talking. He's writing a book called 5 Questions. And I've been sitting with these questions, and with Halloween, I've been haunted by these questions. So I want to pass them on to you, because you're my tribe. And I think my tribe can help me with them. So what if you had 5 questions that could navigate through your life, any changes in your life, any that are present? What if you could navigate your life with these 5 questions? Here they are. Why am I here? What wants to know me? What wants me to release it? What is mine to do right now? And do I know how great I am? So because of the work that we do inside, and the deep work, and the meditations, and the mantras, and the affirmations, I wanted to pass this on to you and ask you, would you be willing to ask these questions? Maybe just for today or tomorrow. And we were talking about commitment for this month. So would you be willing to be committed to asking the questions? Would you be willing to hear what might come up? And you have to be honest with yourself in this. And would you be willing to do the work so that you could live the results of these 5 questions? So, why am I here? Why am I here right now? Not what is my purpose, none of that. We can go into that later, but why am I here right now? That's how you could use this in any situation. Why am I here at this restaurant? Why am I here with my family? Thanksgiving's coming up, Christmas is coming up. We could use these questions in any situation we're at. Why are you doing what you're doing? Why am I here? Why am I here at this job? So the deepening of this question, just asking it alone, and not your mind figuring it out, but sitting with it, having the resolve to sit with the question and let the question answer itself. Second question, what wants to know me? And I was puzzled with that one. What wants to know me? You know, my mind immediately wants to go on to, well, who wants to know me? But it's what wants to know me. What am I allowing to move through me in my passion and wisdom? What wants to move through me? What wants to know me? We are creative individuals, and it's the creativity that is allowed to express itself in what wants to know me. We live in an energetic field of ideas and desires. If we close our eyes and sit and expand our consciousness to the back of the room, to the front of the room, to even bringing it out, just the practice of it alone, and ask that question, it's an energetic field of ideas, and this is the way the ideas come up. What wants to know me? What am I allowing myself to engage in my own mind? Third question, what wants me to release it? What, not what do I need to release, but what wants me to release it? It may be an emotion, might be a relationship, might be a job, might be something that you've done a lot and want to shift it. What wants me to release it? Something that is not defining you anymore. And then what is mine to do right now? Not later, not in the future, but what is mine to do right now? It might just be taking a breath. What is mine to do right now? The fifth question, and this is a kicker for me at Anton because I really had to tell myself the truth. Do I know how great I am? Do I know? And when I first heard that question, I heard no, and then a well of sadness just rose up for me. But it's recognizing, if we say that we are God in form, how can we not know how great we are? So do I know how great I am? When you have that understanding of who you are, because you own the belief in yourself, why am I here comes more naturally. It's just a circular part. Do I know how great I am? Can anyone answer that question without all the old beliefs coming up? Don't get sassy now. Don't you? All my beliefs came up around being raised by my mom. Don't be careful. You don't want to be too show-offy. All this stuff, and it's like, do I know how great I am? Yes. Confidence comes from an ego that knows itself. It's not arrogance, it's confidence. And there is a difference. So, these are the 5 questions, and I've put them in the back if anybody wants to play with them and just try them for one day. Commit for a day. That's like Queen for a day. I used to have Queen for a day, right? It's commit for a day. So, if I know who I am, and I know how great I am, when I say, why am I here? You'll get a different answer. So just that practice alone. So these questions take real deep, deep consideration. So you give yourself space and time. It's not about your mind answering the question. It's about you sitting, if you're in a meditation or if you're in a space, or maybe just answering the first question when you're with someone or out. Why am I here? I'm here to enjoy. I'm here to, that'll take you even more deeply into it. Allow the question to answer itself through you. This is how we also take off our masks. Reverend Michael Beckwith states it this way: you cannot be your authentic self without becoming intimate with your true nature, without going beyond personality, cherished beliefs, likes, and dislikes. To discover your core self, you must be willing to break the agreements you had with mediocrity. These questions will help you break that agreement. The moment you stop running the racket of staying small to please society, family, friends, or bosses, your original face will start to come into focus, and you will know who and what you really are as an emanation of the Universal One. So we put down our masks and we break these spells of old beliefs and behaviors. And this allows us to live in this flow and become receptive to these answers, to the answers to the questions. So let's break a spell today. 1, I'm going to pass out some cards, and you can take them home. They're from Ernest Holmes. They're Ernest Holmes wisdom cards. I figured rather than quoting him, you guys can take a quote home. So this is the treat, unless you look at it like it may be a trick. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pray together in a song. So I'm going to have everyone just sit and be quiet, and Victoria and Carl are going to play this song about prayer. And what I'd like you to do is take in your mind something that you would like prayer for. Maybe it's a deeper understanding. Maybe it's deeper love. Or hold someone in your mind as you go into this prayer. And then when they're finished, I'll do a prayer.
When I pray,
You close your eyes and
I
pray.
feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper to my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God.
So bringing us together in that prayer, recognizing the power and the presence that is here, in, around, and through each and every one of us. Allowing that prayer that was just sent up from everyone, knowing that whatever weighs heavy on the heart, love is present in all of it. Recognizing this power and this presence that allows us to move into the day, that allows us to breathe into life itself, knowing that it is this that sustains us, that maintains the presence and the power of this peace and love that is in, around, and through all thoughts, all feelings, all emotions, and all outside influences. And so it is from this place that I release the prayers that came through from everyone, knowing that even before they were spoken, they were already done. And so I say, and so I let it be, and so it is. Amen. And the questions are in the back, if you would like them. And I thank you for allowing me to come back out into the world.
I'm like, okay, Victoria and Carl, are you getting up? And she's like, so I guess no. But thank you, that was lovely. That was lovely. I get it. Oh, my. No, we're good, we're good, we're good. See, it's about not taking life too serious, right? Okay, but we're going to take this serious because now this is the time for our conscious giving. And it's conscious giving because it comes from that place of the heart, of love, of knowing who and whose we are, of just being grateful that that source, whatever we call it, I call it God, but whatever it is called, it is that source that is always available and providing the answers to those questions.
I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed, I am so blessed, I am so grateful, I am so blessed.
thankful for the gifts, we're thankful for the givers, and we're thankful for all of the ways that one can give. So those of you online, there's always a donate button on the website. Imagine that. Okay, announcements for today. We are going to start with asking Colleen to come up because she's got some great news on her Ukrainian family.
Big day of celebration. We have been in this journey since last January with our family from Ukraine, and we have huge milestones to celebrate with you. They are renting a house very near us, so they'll be moving from our home to their very own home November 1st. Yay! They are truly well ready for this next step of independence. And on the very same day we learned about this property for them, we received notice from immigration that Victoria's parents have been approved to come as well. We searched for a place that would be big enough for them all to be together so they can be support and love together. And we are so blessed to have that happen. And it is through the blessing that you all have given them. There's over hundreds of people who have in some way given to the cause of peace through this journey. And I am so thankful for you all. Thank you.
Okay, other announcements. Kevin, yeah. Up here.
You know, one thing about the affirmative prayer, before you launch it into God's hands, you say thank you, right? You feel that, what it's going to feel like, and you say thank you. Do you feel like what that felt like? Yeah. At the end of, when that happens, I like to say thank you also.
Thank you, Kevin. Thanks for sharing.
That's great.
Okay, a few things. Celeste is standing here, but I don't really know why. I'm kind of scared, but I'm going to invite her up anyway.
I'm not even in costume.
Okay, it's book study. We are going to have one more book study to close out 2023, and I'll just read this because it'll be easier. Starting November 9th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time via Zoom, we will study Ernest Holmes' The Basic Ideas of Science of Mind. With the seasons changing and the holidays approaching, now is the perfect time to remind ourselves of the basics. In this book, The Basics, Ernest Holmes has condensed the main principles of this philosophy and given us a refresher course to anchor ourselves in the truth and live the life we desire through spiritual practice. If you'd like to join us, please give us an email at info@cslminneapolis.org so that I can, again, give you the name of the book and send you a link for the book study and include you in the weekly book study reminders. Basic Ideas of Science of Mind. Thank you.
Okay, so we have a few books left that were given to us by CSL Carlsbad, our sister church in California, and it's a 40-day gratitude journal. If you haven't picked one up, please do. And if you know someone who would appreciate one, please let us know. For those of you online, it's just about 10 affirmations of gratitude for 40 days. You know, it sounds so simple. It's kind of difficult in the beginning, but once you get into the groove, it's kind of wonderful. Okay, so I wanted to share that. Centers for Spiritual Living, CSL.org, is our main page for all of the centers. And they have some interesting things regarding the escalation happening in Israel and Palestine. So I've printed it off for you guys, but obviously the links don't work. But there is a wonderful prayer for peace there, and there's also this Kooluma site, KOOLUIAM, on YouTube, which is a wonderful gathering of voices. So I've got a couple of copies here for you to take, or you can go to the website, csl.org, and it's regarding peace. And I wanted to share that with you. I also want to share with you that we have started to include in our newsletter prayers for others who have asked us to acknowledge that they are looking for encouragement and prayer support. So if you have something going on in your life you would like all of us in this community to celebrate or support you on, please fill out a prayer request and let us know that it can be posted. And we will definitely post it not only in our newsletter, but we will also include it in our prayers here on Sundays. Reverend Joanne is not with us today. She is home with a non-COVID sore throat and runny nose. So if you could all hold her wonderful health in prayer this week, that would be great. Actually, don't hold it. Just know it and let it go. Now that I think about it, we don't want you to hold it. And it's Halloween, almost. So if you have not seen me, the fortune teller of all things good, because the universe has your back, please see me so I can predict your future. And for those of you online, I'm going to predict it right now. Instead of praying for an outcome, pray for the highest good for all. So there's that. And we've got some wonderful Halloween refreshments and coffee. We would really appreciate you all sticking around for some happy hour. And let's see here. We've got lots of cards. We've got a tourist. I'd like to invite our Hawaii tourist to come up. I would like to invite our sonic boom to come up. Come on. Happy Halloween, everybody. So, please stick around for fellowship. It really is a chocolate happy hour, I have to tell you. And with that, I'm going to pray us out.
Okay.
Look at this.
Yeah.
She's a tourist with all of her clothes, so she doesn't need luggage.
No, so it's no luggage traveler. That's sort of the point. I mean, these days, the luggage is more than the ticket. So I say just go. You know, put it
Just
all
go.
on.
There you
make it
go.
all work and have fun.
Perfect. I love it. All right, I'm going to pray us out. So I just take in a breath and I just say thank you, thank you, thank you. I say thank you for this community. Thank you for this teaching. Thank you for allowing each of us to be that divine expression that we are. And I command the law for love, for peace, for joy, for happiness, for health, and for an ever-expanding abundance for each and every one of us in our own unique ways. I give thanks. I appreciate God doing the heavy lifting, and I let this go, and so it is. Now we're going to sing out.
All right. You can stand up if you want. It's kind of a dancey song. All right. unwritten, can't read my mind. I'm undefined. I'm just beginning, the pen's in my hand, endings unplanned. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you could not find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life in arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. I break tradition, sometimes my tries are outside my lines. Well, I've been conditioned to not make mistakes, but I can't live that way. Staring at that blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you could not find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself with words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself with words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. The rest is still unwritten. The rest is still unwritten. Oh. Nice dancing.